When Emily first brought up the idea of an open marriage, I thought I had misheard her. We were sitting on the couch, Netflix playing in the background, when she suddenly muted the TV and turned to me with that nervous smile she always wore before asking for something outrageous. "So, I've been reading about open marriages," she said, tucking a strand of hair behind her ear. "A lot of couples are trying it. It's supposed to keep things exciting. What do you think?" I laughed at first. We'd been married for 8 years, and never once had she hinted at anything like that. "Exciting how?" I asked. "You know, being free to explore with other people, while still loving each other. No secrets, no guilt, just honesty." She said honesty like it was some sacred word, and it nearly made me choke. Because deep down, I already suspected Emily wasn't being honest with me at all. Her phone had become an extension of her hand in recent months. She suddenly cared more about her gym outfits than about cooking dinner with me like we used to, and her girls' nights always ended later than they used to. But I hadn't confronted her. I wanted proof, and now here she was, planting the idea of an open marriage like it was something new, fresh, mutual. What she didn't know was that she had just confirmed my worst suspicion. Emily was already cheating. I looked at her for a long time, then smiled. "If that's what you want, let's talk about it." Her eyes lit up, surprised. She probably expected me to explode, to argue, to demand answers. Instead, I played along. Over the next couple of weeks, she brought it up more often. She sent me articles, podcasts, even a TED Talk about non-monogamy. She was building her case, rehearsing the script, and then she slipped. One evening, she left her phone on the counter while she showered. A message popped up from a guy named Jake, someone she'd apparently met at the gym. "Can't wait for tomorrow night. Last time was amazing, that was it." The whole truth compressed into one notification. She wasn't asking for an open marriage because she wanted us to grow. She wanted permission to keep screwing Jake without guilt. I didn't confront her. I didn't need to, because if she wanted to play games, I was about to flip the board. The following weekend, we went to dinner with her best friend, Lisa. Lisa had been around since college. Always the third wheel on our trips, the fun, wild, free-spirited type who never settled down. She was beautiful in a way that was effortless. Long, dark hair, quick wit, the kind of laugh that made people turn their heads. I caught her watching me that night, more than once. And for the first time, I wondered what it might be like if Emily's best friend wasn't just her friend. The idea stuck with me. Over the next month, Emily dove headfirst into her open marriage experiment. She stayed out late, came home smelling of cologne that wasn't mine, and pretended I didn't notice. Meanwhile, I started texting Lisa. At first, it was innocent. Jokes about Emily, sharing memes, small talk. But the more we talked, the more it shifted. She admitted she always thought I was the better half of my marriage. She asked me questions about my day, my dreams, things Emily had stopped asking long ago. Then one night, Lisa invited me over for drinks. Just the two of us. I went. What started as laughter over wine ended with her kissing me, slow and deliberate, like she had wanted to for years. And I kissed her back. I didn't even feel guilty. Emily had given me permission, hadn't she? This was her idea. She wanted an open marriage. Well, now it was open. When Emily eventually found out, it was delicious. She came home one afternoon earlier than expected and walked in on Lisa leaving my house. Lisa's lipstick was still smudged across my mouth. Emily froze, her purse slipping from her shoulder. What the hell is this?" I stood there calmly like I had been waiting for this moment. "It's an open marriage, Emily. You said we could explore." Her face turned red, her jaw trembling. "With her? She's my best friend." I shrugged. "And Jake is your gym buddy. What's the difference?" She stormed out, slamming the door so hard the frames rattled. For the next few weeks, she tried everything, crying, yelling, accusing me of betrayal. She told me she never meant for it to be like this. She begged me to stop seeing Lisa, called me cruel, heartless, but Lisa didn't back down. In fact, she seemed to enjoy watching Emily unravel. She started posting pictures of us together, nothing too obvious, just enough for Emily to notice. Dinner plates side by side, her hand in mine at a concert. A blurry selfie of us laughing in the kitchen. Emily's jealousy boiled over. The woman who had once preached about freedom and no secrets now suddenly cared about exclusivity. She cornered me one night, tears streaming down her face. "Please don't do this." Anyone but her. She was supposed to be mine. And that's when I finally said it. You don't get to set the rules after you've already broken them. You opened this door, Emily. Don't cry now that I walked through it. The irony was almost too perfect. She had wanted to disguise her affair with Jake as progress, as maturity, as some enlightened experiment. But the second I flipped the script, the game was over. Our marriage collapsed not long after. Divorce was quick, brutal. Emily's family sided with me once they learned the truth, and Lisa stayed. She didn't just stick around as a fling. She became something more. Emily hates it. She sees us together sometimes at parties or mutual gatherings, and the look in her eyes is a cocktail of rage and regret. She lost me, lost her best friend, and lost the control she thought she had. And every time she glares across the room, I can't help but smile. Because in the end, Emily got exactly what she asked for. She wanted an open marriage. And now it's wide open, just not in the way she imagined.